feed mill in Vancouver, Washington, and what we are doing this morning is picking up a New Zealand white bred doe. So she was bred today, so we will have kits in 31 days with her. She's a proven doe, and we're pretty excited to get her. I have had about 100 questions asking what is the best breed, and I always say for multi-purpose, Rex or Satin, because they have such beautiful pelts. So if you want to sell live pets, or to 4-Hers, or if you want to be saving hides, or you know, whatever, you just want a multi-purpose rabbits more than just meat, then I recommend Rex. I think is a great breed because they have such great personalities and they come in so many colors that you can get pretty creative with them. So I always recommend them. It's why I personally raise them, and I've also raised Americans and Satins. So for just meat, I hear from people that have done it a long time that New Zealand's are the way to go. They grow fast, they're good moms, they have large litters, and you're going to get the most meat, the quickest, and the most cost-effective with New Zealand's. Now, I'm getting a New Zealand white, and I don't know if she only throws whites or if we're going to get any other colors, but they're not usually the best for saving pelts just because they're not that colorful and they're not that nice, beautiful plush look that you're going to get from a Rex. But we're probably still going to save the pelts because I happen to like white pelts. But what I want to do is a cost comparison. I want to see how much feed it takes for the New Zealand versus the Rex to get a pound of meat. And so we're going to be doing a cost breakdown between the best meat rabbit breed and the best multi-purpose breed in our opinion. Now, there are a lot of good breeds out there. There's Flemish Giants, there's Americans, there's Satins, there's Silver Fox, on and on and on and on. I'm not saying these two breeds are better than those breeds. I'm just saying it's what we're personally raising, and what we have heard from other people is the way to go. So if you raise a different breed and you have a different opinion, leave it down below. I'd love to hear it. We're totally open ears on different breeds, and I know a lot of our subscribers that are interested in meat rabbits would love to hear everyone's opinion on what is the best breed. I get asked all the time. So what we're doing today is starting our New Zealand line. We're really excited about this. We hope you guys are excited about this. Let us know down below, but let's go pick her up. You think she's an evil rabbit?
She's a Halloween rabbit.
So here she is. She is bred today. She should be kindling in, I guess, 31 days. What do you guys think? Pretty neat? All right, so thank you very much. So we're going to get her settled in her hutch and get her relaxed, and we'll show you more of her when we get home. So we've got Betty home. We've decided to name her Betty White because she's our white rabbit. When you pick her up, her eyes bug out really. Right now she doesn't look too bad. So, New Zealand's have never been my favorite breed, but this is about numbers. This is about seeing what is the best breed for meat. So she's actually kind of a sweetie. Like, I've always been told they're mean. We'll see. So I'm gonna trim up her nails. I can see the quick. I don't know why I keep saying wick. I can see the quick pretty good on these nails. So I'm gonna trim these up for her because that wasn't done before we got her. And they are long. Again, if you didn't see my nail clipping video, this white or this pink part in here is called the quick. It has nerves and blood in it. So if you clip that, that hurts them. Don't clip that. But you want to keep your does and your buck's nails trimmed up, because if you have them in a wire hutch, they can get caught and then they can rip a nail out, and that hurts even more. So just keep them, you know, once a month, just go and trim up your rabbit's nails, and that will be good. I kind of don't trust her. I don't know this rabbit, so I don't want her to bite me. Never been bit by a rabbit, but I've seen rabbit bites, and they are not pretty. Holy cow, you got some long nails. I don't think this doe has ever had a nail trim. She's 8 months old. She's a proven doe. If you're adding a doe to your rabbitry, see if you can find a proven, which means they've had a litter successfully, but try to keep them under a year old. All right, she's all trimmed up. We're gonna get her in her hutch. Right, Betty? Miss Betty White in her new hutch. So she's going to be taking over Scarlett's hutch because Scarlett is being a devil doe and has killed her last 3 litters. So 3 strikes, she's out of here. So Betty White is taking over, and Betty was bred this morning, as I mentioned. And so what we're going to do now is we are going to get Dolly, our Rex doe, who is a first-time mom, bred today also. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a litter of Rex, and we're going to have a litter of New Zealand born on the same day. And then we're going to do a cost comparison on raising the kits up to meat processing stages. And then we're going to also see how many pounds of food converts to how many pounds of meat between New Zealand and Rex. So we're going to answer that question on what really is the best meat breed rabbit and what is the most cost efficient. So we're going to get her closed in here and let her just kind of investigate her box and get some pellets and get calmed down. So let's get our Rex doe bred. All right, first fall off was super fast, so just missed that. Anyway, we're at one fall off with our one jeweled rabbit. So I'm really curious to see if he can produce and how many he can produce. But I'm going to breed her with him because she is a harlequin and he is a broken chocolate, and I'm trying to get some either brokens or some tries in my program. So I got him specifically to breed to her, even though she's been kind of ornery. And I'm also going to breed another doe with a proven buck so that we're sure to have a litter on the same day that we have our New Zealand litter. We just want to make sure that we play it safe. Also, we will have 3 does bred. That way, if we need to foster kits, which we may need to foster her kits because, again, she's been kind of ornery with her kits. Second fall off. Doing good, buddy. That's pretty good. So compared to last week when he just could not figure it out, it's pretty good. So he's got 2 fall offs on her. We'll see if we can get one more. Third fall off. All right, we are done breeding them. So like I said, he is a virgin buck. Last week we tried breeding him and he absolutely could not figure it out. If you have a virgin buck that is fumbling around, they're going to try mounting their head, their side, everything. They just don't know what they're doing. But once they get a fall off and they're like, oh, that's how it works, they are usually good to go. So you just have to be really patient with your first time bucks. Was that fun, Cash? He had a good time. So he's a real handsome looking Rex. I'm really glad we were able to save him after that botfly incident. And even though he only has 1 nut, he seems to have it figured out. So we're gonna separate them. I'm going to get my other doe bred, and that way in 31 days we are going to start keeping track of their litters and how much it costs to raise New Zealand versus Rex. And then we'll also taste test the meat and see if there's any difference there as well. Follow along with us. Go ahead and hit that bell button if you want to see all the updates, and we'll see you next time.